A very good morning, children. Welcome to the psychology classroom. I hope you all are fine and everybody is fine at home, children. Children, I just expect from you all that you all are working very hard for your studies, for your board examination. And I want from you all to see these videos, and as I always suggesting you for observing this video, as it will help you in making your preparation. In these videos, we are discussing some of the important previous year paper question answer which were based on your revision test 3 which was going on. When I talk about the revision test 3, so in psychology you all have given the 8th revision test. Now you are going to give the 9th revision test and the 10th revision test. Means basically revision test 3 part 9 and 10. So in that regarding, I had already discussed so many questions with the part 9. Now I am discussing the question answer with the part 10. So let us discuss about the question answer. So the question number 1 is explain behavioral approach to personality. Explain behavioral approach. Explain behavioral approach to personality. This is a question, children, which was asked in the paper of 2016, and in the 3 marks or 4 marks में आपसे ये क्वेश्चन पूछ सकता है. Whenever this question will ask, this will ask come in the 3 marks or 4 marks, and it is asked in the paper of 2016. I want from you all to write down this particular question. So children, here the answer of this particular question which you have to give is about the behavioral approach. Basically, children, there are so many approaches to the study of personality. In order to study about personality, so many approaches were discussed. Okay. So many approaches were discussed, like we have studied about type approach, trait approach, interactional approach, then psychodynamic, cultural, humanistic. Similarly, the behavioral approaches also. What do you understand by the term behavior? First of all, what is behavior, children? So behavior is a response toward any stimulus. Behavior को हम कैसे define कर सकते हैं? It is a response toward any stimulus. किसी stimulus के toward अगर हम response कर रहे हैं, ठीक है? And that is our behavior. And behavior can be overt also and can be covert also. It can be seen outwardly and it can be seen. It cannot be seen. कुछ चीजें दिखती हैं, कुछ चीजें नहीं दिखती हैं. तो behavior have the two aspects. दोनों aspects हैं behavior. Overt भी होता है, covert भी होता है. तो behavioral approach कैसे define करता है personality को? Obviously, children, it is very important that behavior determines our personality. Means how we are behaving toward the situation that defines our personality. हम जैसा behave करते हैं वैसा हमारी पर्सनालिटी होती है. हम अगर किसी के साथ अच्छा बिहेव कर रहे हैं तो हमारी पर्सनालिटी उस तरीके की बनती है that he is a very polite person, he is a very honest person. Means whatever our behavior toward the stimulus or situation toward any person, that determine our personality. So what you write in this one? So behavioral approach was developed as opposed to psychoanalytic approach, which was very deterministic. It worked on the interaction between the stimuli and the environment. They focus on the learning of stimulus response connect and their enforcement. The development is an individual's ability to adapt to the new environment, to learn new responses. So, structural unit of personality is response. The core tendencies that organize behavior is the reduction of biological and social need that energize behavior. This is achieved through reinforcement of behavior. The three primary theories under it were Pavlov classical conditioning, Skinner operant conditioning, and Bandura's modeling theory. These theory view learning and maintenance of behavior from different angles. It focuses on wide range of behavior and concentration on overt behavior. The focus on the here and now, not the past. All behavior are learned. Learning is effective in changing maladaptive behavior. It rejects the idea of human personality which is composed of trait and stresses on empirical research. तो बेसिकली स्टिमुलस रिस्पॉन्स कनेक्शन की बात कही गई है इसमें। तो इम्पॉर्टेंट हार्डवर्ड्स कुछ इसके यही है कि स्टिमुलस रिस्पॉन्स कनेक्शन की बात आप डिस्कस करोगे इसमें। स्टिमुलस रिस्पॉन्स कनेक्शन, देन इसमें कुछ कंडीशनिंग जो कि फेमस है जैसे कि पैवलॉव की कंडीशनिंग, पैवलॉव, स्किनर, ओके, ये आप थोड़ा सा इसमें डिस्कस करेंगे। बैंडुरा, सोशल लर्निंग, ऑब्जर्वेशनल लर्निंग, ठीक है। बिहेवियर इज द रेस्पॉन्स इज द इम्पॉर्टेंट टर्म हियर, ओके, एज वी रेस्पॉन्स टू व्हाट इज टू लाइक दैट डिटरमाइन अवर behavior. So response is very important. So I want from you all to write down these points also. So children, I just hope the answer of this particular question will be understandable to you and you will be able to write down in your examination. So moving toward to the next question. Next question पे हम लोग move on करते हैं. I hope you have written the question also and with their hard words also and in which marks it was asked. So the next question which we are going to discuss is, okay, explain behavior rating in assessment of personality. Second question, explain behavior rating, explain behavior rating ratings in assessment of personality. So children, this question was asked, explain behavior ratings in assessment of personality. This particular question was asked in the paper of 2011 and 14. 2 years में ये पेपर में ये क्वेश्चन पूछा गया, तो obviously it play an important role and it was asked in the marks of 4. I want from you all to write down this particular question. The second question, explain behavior rating in assessment of personality. आंसर करेंगे इसका। आई ऑलवेज सजेस्ट दैट बिहेवियर रेटिंग पहले आप हेडिंग डालोगे, बिहेवियर रेटिंग, ये आपकी हेडिंग है। Yes children, behavioral rating is also one of the very important method for the assessment of personality. As it indicated here the name behavioral rating, यानी रेट, हम बिहेवियर, किसी के बिहेवियर की हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं, रेटिंग कर रहे हैं। बिहेवियर रेटिंग क्या है, बिहेवियर की रेटिंग करना, ठीक है। और ये बिहेवियर की रेटिंग यूजली ये मेथड हम यूज करते हैं कि अगर हम मान लीजिए सपोज इफ आई वांट टू do the assessment of any person's personality on the basis of behavior rating method, so what we do, we give that particular scale to a person whom whom the person is very close to the subject and very familiar, हम उनको देंगे। बेसिकली बिहेवियर रेटिंग उनसे कराई जाती है जो उस पर्सन से वेरी क्लोज हैं, उनकी फ्रेंड हैं या उनसे बहुत ज़्यादा वो उनके बारे में नॉलेज रखते हैं, तो उनके बारे में हम लोग बिहेवियर रेटिंग कराते हैं। ये भी एक मेथड है किसी की भी पर्सनालिटी को एसेस करने के लिए। सो बिहेवियर रेटिंग आर फ्रिक्वेंटली यूज फॉर द असेसमेंट ऑफ पर्सनालिटी इन एजुकेशनल एंड इंडस्ट्रियल सेटिंग। Behavior rating are generally taken from people who know the assessee intimately and have interacted with him or her over a period of time or have had a chance to observe him or her. They attempt to put individual into certain categories in terms of their behavioral quality. रेटिंग स्केल होता है बच्चों, जिसमें कुछ रेटिंग स्केल लाइक न्यूमेरिकल स्केल हो सकता है. रेटिंग स्केल भी डिफरेंट टाइप्स के होते हैं. तो न्यूमेरिकल होते हैं, कुछ डिस्क्रिप्टिव होते हैं, कुछ ग्राफिक होते हैं, कुछ पीयर कंपैरिजन होते हैं. तो डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ रेटिंग स्केल्स होते हैं. तो ये चीज़ें हैं. तो इस तरीके से हम रेटिंग भी कराते हैं. तो these categories may involve different numbers or descriptive term. It has been found that use of number or general descriptive adjectives in rating scale always create confusion for the rater. In order to use rating effectively, the trait should be clearly defined in terms of carefully stated behavior. ठीक है, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि आप उसमें जो भी एडजेक्टिव्स है आप सब्जेक्ट को क्लियरली डिफाइन करो, अदरवाइज वो रेटर्स के लिए कहीं ना कहीं कंफ्यूजन क्रिएट करते हैं. ठीक है, आई होप इट इज क्लियर टू यू. सो इसको थोड़ा सा डेफिनेशन के फॉर्म में आप लिखेंगे कि बिहेवियर रेटिंग क्या होता है. तो बिहेवियरल रेटिंग्स आर जनरली टेकिंग फ्रॉम पीपल are generally taken from people who know the SSC, know the SSC intimately या कह सकते हैं closely. ठीक है, if you are unable to write down this word and unable to learn, so you can write down closely also, who know the SSC closely, intimately. ठीक है, and have interacted with him or her, and have interacted with him or her him or her, and have interacted with him or her over a period of time, over a and have interacted with him or her over a period of time, or had a chance to observe him or her, or had a chance to observe, had a chance to observe him or her. I want from you children to write this out in your copy. Behavioral rating are generally taken from people who know the SSC intimately or the closely and have interacted with him or her over a period of time or had a chance to observe him or her. This is the meaning which you can use in writing this definition of behavioral rating. I just hope you all have written it down. आपने से लिख लिया होगा. Moving to the next point. ठीक है, आगे बढ़ते हैं. बिहेवियर रेटिंग के बाद आप रेटिंग स्केल के बारे में बताओगे बेटा, थोड़ा सा आप इसको भी एक्सप्लेन करोगे रेटिंग स्केल क्या होता है. सो बेसिकली आप इसमें, क्योंकि बिकॉज इट इज आस्क्ड इन द 3 or 4 मार्क्स क्वेश्चन, तो रेटिंग स्केल इज अ सेट ऑफ कैटेगरी डिजाइन टू एलिसिट इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट अ क्वांटिटेटिव और अ क्वालिटेटिव एट्रीब्यूट. In the social science, common example are the Likert scale and 10 rating scale, in which a person select the number which is considered to reflect the perceived quality of a product. ठीक है, कुछ मेरिट्स और डीमेरिट्स फिर आप इसके बारे में बताएंगे. आप रेटिंग स्केल को भी लिख लो, व्हाट इज रेटिंग स्केल. ठीक है, हम रखेंगे. बिहेवियर रेटिंग करने के बाद आप बिहेवियर रेटिंग को थोड़ा सा एक्सप्लेन करेंगे, देन यू विल राइट डाउन अबाउट द रेटिंग स्केल. A rating scale A rating scale is a set of categories. A rating scale is a set of categories designed to elicit. A rating scale is a set of categories designed to elicit information about a qualitative or quantitative attribute. A rating scale, underline करेंगे बच्चों. A rating scale is a set of categories. I want from you all to write it down. Is a set of categories designed to elicit information about a qualitative और quantitative attribute. Rating scale क्या करते हैं कि qualitative और quantitative attribute के बारे में information देते हैं. ठीक है. कुछ एडवांटेजेस होते हैं इन बिहेवियरल रेटिंग स्केल के और कुछ डिसएडवांटेज होते हैं. एडवांटेज क्या हो सकते हैं कि दे कैन आइडेंटिफाई स्ट्रेंथ एंड वीकनेसेस, दे वैलिडेट रेफरेंस कंसर्न, evaluate the severity and range of the concern, assess a typical pattern, part of multi-source, multi-method. Rating scale can tap behavior you may not be able to quantify in other tests. कन्वीनियंस होते हैं, टाइम एंड कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव होते हैं, कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव स्केल होते हैं. पर इनके कुछ लिमिटेशन और डीमेरिट्स हैं जो कि बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है आपको पढ़ना, क्योंकि इट वाज आल्सो आस्क्ड सेपरेटली इन सम ऑफ द प्रीवियस ईयर पेपर. So first of all, write down the advantages. I hope आपने इसे लिखा होगा. So I'm going to discuss with you the advantages. You will write down the heading like this one. Advantages. Okay, तो advantages लिखेंगे. सबसे पहला होता है दे कैन आइडेंटिफाई स्ट्रेंथ एंड ठीक है, आइडेंटिफाई स्ट्रेंथ एंड वीकनेसेस. दूसरा है सेकेंड पॉइंट, assess a typical pattern. ठीक है, टिपिकल पैटर्न एसेस करता है. थर्ड, कन्वीनियंस. Convenience in terms of time and cost efficient. Time and cost efficient. I hope children you were writing with me. आप मेरे साथ लिख भी रहे होंगे. Okay, identify strength and weaknesses, assess a typical pattern, convenient, time and cost efficient. नेक्स्ट, ये सारे हम लोग मेरिट्स और एडवांटेजेस डिस्कस कर रहे हैं. इवैल्यूएट द सीवियरिटी एंड रेंज ऑफ द कंसर्न. इवैल्यूएट द सीवियरिटी एंड रेंज ऑफ कंसर्न. Evaluate the severity and range of concern. Okay, so these 4 points are come under the advantages. Some more points are there. If you write it down, then I rub it. We discussed that it identifies the strengths and weaknesses, it evaluates the severity and range of concern, it assesses a typical pattern, it is convenientness, part of multi-source and multi-method evaluation. The 4 point I have discussed, the 5th point I am going to write it. Part of multi-score, or multi-method evaluation. Part of multi-score and multi-method evaluation. ठीक है, ये हो गया. Validate reference concern. 6 point. Validate reference concern. Okay, 7 point. Rating scale can identify strength and weakness. It validates reference concern. It evaluates the severity and range of the concern. Assess a typical pattern. Part of multi-source or multi-method evaluation. Rating scale can tap behavior you may not be able to quantify in other tests. Convenient. Comprehensive scale can ensure touching a range of problem areas, unlike interview which may delve into one problem but miss other. So it ensures touching a range of problem. Okay, ensure touching a range of problem. Ensure touching a range of problem. I hope you all have written it down. So this much about the advantages. Now let us discuss about the disadvantages. I am going to rub it. Now what are the, we have children studied about what is behavioral rating and what is rating scale. Okay, we have discussed about what is behavioral rating and what is rating scale. We also have discussed about advantages. But इनके disadvantages भी होते हैं. तो क्या क्या disadvantages होते हैं? There are mainly 3 disadvantages came under this one. So you will write down the disadvantage heading. Disadvantages. ठीक है? क्या सबसे पहला हेलो इफेक्ट आता है इसमें. हेलो इफेक्ट कम अंडर दिस वन. हेलो इफेक्ट. हेलो इफेक्ट के बाद है मिडिल कैटेगरी बायस. देन है एक्सट्रीम रेस्पॉन्स बायस. तो ये 3 डिसएडवांटेजेस होते हैं और ये 3 लिमिटेशंस होते हैं. ठीक है, हेलो इफेक्ट, मिडिल कैटेगरी बायस और एक्सट्रीम रिस्पॉन्स बायस. ये रेटिंग स्केल के साथ ऐसा होता है कि जिसको भी आप सब्जेक्ट को रेटिंग करने के लिए दे रहे हो वो क्या करते हैं, एक्सट्रीम में रिस्पॉन्स कर देते हैं. बहुत एक्सट्रीम. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल 1 to 5 रेटिंग स्केल है. 1 इज स्ट्रांगली एग्री, फिर एग्री, न्यूट्रल, डिसएग्री और स्ट्रांगली डिसएग्री. तो दे हैव अ टेंडेंसी टू रिस्पॉन्ड इन द एक्सट्रीम point of rating scale. Either they respond in a strongly disagree or strongly agree. इस तरीके से response था. So that is a extreme response bias. Then the middle means neutral या middle category जो होती है उसी में ही response कर देते हैं. तो that come under the middle category bias. Halo effect क्या होता है? They hold one single favorable या unfavorable characteristics or trait of anyone. So that is a halo effect. सपोज जिससे भी हम लोग रेटिंग स्केल करा रहे हैं, तो मान लीजिए वो जिसके भी बारे में रेटिंग कर रहा है उसकी कोई एक फेवरेबल कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स या अनफेवरेबल कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स को वो कैच कर लेता है, होल्ड कर लेता है, और उसी के अकॉर्डिंगली वो सारे रेटिंग स्केल पे रेस्पॉन्स कर देता है। तो दैट इज अ हेलो इफेक्ट। ठीक है। मिडिल कैटेगरी बाइज द रेटर हैव अ टेंडेंसी to place individual either in the middle of the state by avoiding extreme position. On the other hand, extreme respond by they tend to place the individual in an extreme position by avoiding middle categories on the scale. Halo effect raters often display certain biases that color their judgment of different traits. For example, most of us are greatly influenced by a single favorable or unfavorable trait. This often form the bias of a rater's overall judgment of a person. This is also known as the halo effect. So I said that halo effect में क्या होता है, एक ही फेवरेबल या अनफेवरेबल ट्रेट को वो कलेक्ट करके उसी के बेसिस पे सारे रिस्पॉन्सेस कर देते हैं. So these are some advantages, these are some disadvantages, basically the three main disadvantages of the behavioral rating method. I want from you all to note it down. आप इसे note down करेंगे. So children, basically in this particular video we have discussed two main important questions which were asked in the previous year paper. The first one is the behavioral approach to the study of personality, and second is behavioral rating for the assessment of personality. Now moving toward to the next question. Next question is how do Alfred Adler and Karen Harney explain personality development? I'm going to rub it out with the hope you all have written it. Third question is, children, how does, I want from you all to note it down also, how does Alfred Adler and Karen Harney explain personality development? Explain personality development. This is a question, children. I want from you all to write it down. How does Alfred Adler and Karen Harney explain personality development? Children, as you all know, both are the Neo-Freudian. First of all, they are the Neo-Freudian, you can say post-Freudian or Neo-Analytic. Alfred Adler has a different view about the psychology, about the human behavior. Karen Harney have a different view. But both of them criticize the view of Sigmund Freud. This is an important point. So Alfred Adler की इंडिविजुअल साइकोलॉजी थी, ये इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है आपको नोट डाउन करने के लिए. एल्फ्रेड एडलर, इन्होंने इनकी जो साइकोलॉजी का नाम था वो था इंडिविजुअल साइकोलॉजी. इनका फोकस इंडिविजुअल पे था, इंडिविजुअल ग्रोथ, पर्सनल ग्रोथ एंड डेवलपमेंट. इनकी ये थ्योरी आई थी 1923 में. The next one is Karen Harney. इनकी जो साइकोलॉजी थी, it came in the year 1937 and it is named as feminine psychology. ठीक है. I want from you all to note it down this again. So children, यही है. Alfred Adler have a different view. Karen Hani हम लोगों ने डिस्कस किया ही था कि उनकी जो साइकोलॉजी थी वो उन्होंने फेमिनाइन साइकोलॉजी है. उन्होंने अपनी थ्योरी में दोनों ही जेंडर को इक्वल इम्पोर्टेंस माना है. और एडलर का मेन फोकस था कि ह्यूमन बिहेवियर जो होता है वो पर्पसफुल होता है और गोल डायरेक्टेड होता है. So children, I hope all these 3 questions will be understandable to you. So thank you so much for carefully listening and observing this particular question, and do hard work, children.